Howdy there, it's Seth here with Debrosland, and today we're talking about something really critical, and that is utility access for the land that we're selling at Debrosland.com. And wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about this question that we get all the time from our customers. Usually what happens is we have three different categories of utilities, but the first thing is to go and check Debrosland.com, click on the listing, and go down to our description section where we have all the information on all the stuff that we learned during our due diligence process about the property, including utilities. So those three different types of utility access are: one, no utilities; two, utilities nearby or on the street; number three would be utilities directly at the property. So generally speaking, we fit into category one or two. Three would be more of an infill lot, a lot that is a little bit more developed and generally is more expensive. The more utility access, usually the more expensive the lot is going to be, the property is going to be. So with number one, generally speaking, the nearest power pole would be a mile or two away, which makes it almost impossible to move it to the property. That can get very expensive with moving stuff to the property. So generally what we're dealing with is going to be alternative energy, a generator, power, solar, going to be your options for getting power to the property. The second would be your well or water haul to the property for your water source. And third would be a septic system, whether it's going to be a fancy septic system that is self-sustaining, or it's going to be one that is decomposable, a little bit cheaper, but it's something you can set up fairly easily. Usually you need to have these different options for property that you build a house on or build a temporary structure or RV on for a long period of time. Generally, the counties will impose those sort of regulations in order to live on the property itself instead of camping for a short period of time. Now, with our second one, we have utilities nearby. Usually that's on the street, within the neighborhood. Maybe it's very close to the property. We try to indicate what we know in our due diligence on the website, Debrosland.com, for you, so that you're prepared for what the cost may be for moving utilities in. I will be honest, sometimes the properties are not worth as much as the utility cost to move them in, which is why we try to provide our properties at below market value so that you have instant equity there. And then second of all, you have instant equity when you move those utilities into the property. If you're to resell it at a later point in time, you would have a lot of equity built into the property for a resale value way more than what you already paid for it. The third would be the property has utilities at the property. Maybe you pay for the utilities already as a property owner or pay a tap fee in order to start using those, usually power, water, sewage, gas if it's available, and then phone and internet. Phone and internet might be available in number two, definitely not number one, except for maybe buying a cell phone provider that does Wi-Fi and LTE coverage for different areas. So those are the different types of utility coverage. Where possible, we go ahead and provide who it is, what the phone number is, and who to contact within their department or the entity to go ahead and figure out the cost for moving utilities in or installing the different utilities at the property. I hope this video has been helpful. If you liked it, go ahead and give us a like below, and don't forget to follow and subscribe us at Debrosland on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks.